Do you ever ask yourself, what could I do to make my frugal life even better? I ask myself this question all the time, and recently I've come up with 5 tips that are making me super excited, and I could not wait to share them with you. These 5 tips will help you save money, they'll help you live better, and they'll help you plan for the future. Well, let's talk about them. Welcome, I'm Amy, and here at Frugal Over 50, I give you tips and tools for frugal living. Hola a todos, el día de hoy vamos a hablar de 5 tips para la vida frugal para que podamos ahorrar dinero, vivir mejor y planear el futuro. Tip number 1 relates to your budget. Change it as often as you need to. Keep it flexible enough to roll with the changes of your life. And if you struggle with budgeting because you think, my life changes too often for a budget to make sense, then I want to encourage you to try budgeting in a way that allows you to keep shifting things around. That doesn't mean your budget has failed you. It means that you are working your budget rather than your budget dictating your life for you. Let your budget be your friend. Let your budget be your guide, but also change it as needed. I still use and I still love You Need a Budget. Link down below in the description, 34 days free if you'd like to try it. Let's go on to number 2. Eat what you want. How does that make you more frugal? There are a couple ways that makes you more frugal. When you eat what you want, you are going to the grocery store and finding things that you actually enjoy. You are bringing them home, you are preparing them, and you are actually eating them. When you eat what you want and you make that a priority, you will actually consume the food that you purchase. You will have far less food waste in your life. Also, those of us who have heard all of our lives that we need to eat this or we need to eat that or this is good or that is bad may be encouraged by a study that I read several years ago, which indicated that when we eat food that we enjoy, we absorb nutrition from it better than if we were eating food we did not enjoy. I'm not suggesting that you make chocolate cake the essence of your diet, but I don't think you want to do that. There are other things that we want to eat. It is possible that as you watch this, you are in a financial situation where you must be extremely careful with your food budget, but even within that, find the things that you can afford that fit within your budget, that fit within what you can get, that you like the best. Bring those home, prepare them in ways that you enjoy, and eat them, and you will discover that they give you energy, they give you nutrition, they keep you frugal. If you are under a doctor's orders or you are working with a nutritionist, the same thing applies. Take those instructions, which you must follow for your medical situation, and from those restrictions, pick the foods that you like the best, fix them and eat them. It is the path to frugal eating. Find what you like and eat it. As we move into these next tips, if you're getting value out of this video, would you give it a like, consider subscribing, and something I haven't asked for in a while, but I'm going to ask for this again. Hit that notification bell so you'll get notified first of new videos and you won't miss a single one. Number 3, do something new. I am so excited to share something new that I'm going to be doing. You folks know, if you've been around for a while, that one of my big and small financial struggles has always been how much I love going to coffee shops, how much I love cafe culture, and how much money I used to spend on it. And in fact, my wild overspending on cafes and coffee shops was what got me into budgeting in the first place, because I was desperate to get out of that. And now I have been 5 years into this, and I think I still love coffee shops. I still love cafe culture. And I was inspired by a comment that I got. It's been a few years ago now, but I always remembered it. This woman said that she and her husband put a line item in their budget every month so that they could support local restaurants because they loved eating out. They had friends who were restaurateurs and they wanted to support their local restaurant culture. And so they just put it into their budget from the start. This warmed my heart for a number of reasons, and it has stuck with me as inspiration. So in looking at my budget recently in more detail, I have added a line item, and the line item is cafes. And I have not put a huge amount in there. I've got a set amount that I'm trying out every month. And I'm going to go to a new cafe every week and get a little coffee, decaf of course, because me, and a little snack, and I'm gonna sit there and read my book, and I'm going to maybe do a little work. This will do a couple of things. It will meet my need to have something new and fun going on in my life. It will meet that perceived need or urge that I still have to go to cafes, and it will make it even more special. You may have something that you'd like to do, and you feel like there's only one way to do it, and it is the most extravagant way possible. Maybe not. I used to spend literally hundreds of dollars at coffee shops every month, which again is why I got into budgeting, because I needed help with that. And I'm only going to put a line item of like $50, which is very doable for me with my income right now. I think I can make it work, and it's something fun, and it's something new. You try your fun new thing, and tell me down below, what's your fun new thing going to be? Number 4. Read a physical book. I have long been the queen of the Kindle. I have a Kindle Paperwhite. It is 2023 as I am recording this. I purchased my Kindle Paperwhite in 2013 and it is still going strong. So I think it's an amazing frugal tool for reading books that I purchase, reading books that I get from the library. It's fantastic. I also use my Kindle app on my phone. I've even been known to use the Kindle app on my laptop. Big fan of Kindle. But recently I have discovered that if I pick up a physical book or 2 or 3, I go into a whole different world and a whole different mindset than if I were reading on my Kindle. I've just started reading this book, Bee Sting Cake, and I'll tell you how I found it. I went to my local library to do some work, and this was on a display shelf, and I picked it up and started reading it. And I thought, I know nothing about this author. I know nothing about this book. It seemed like it was in the middle of a series, and I just picked it up and started reading it, and I was immediately just transported into a whole new world. And when I open this book and I start reading, there's no social media around me to tempt me. There's no TV around to tempt me. There's nothing there except the book and the world it creates. There's absolutely nothing to distract me from going into the world of the book, whether it's the world created in Bee Sting Cake or one of my favorite classics, The Case of the Orphaned Bassoonists. Can't recommend this one highly enough. Takes you on a trip to Venice that makes you feel every moment of every experience. I can almost smell the canals in this book. And there's nothing else going on. I'm just in Venice, drinking too many cappuccinos and solving a murder mystery while thinking about the bassoon. If it's been a while since you picked up a physical book, I completely understand it. When I turned 40 and my eyesight started going, I started having difficulty reading, and I have to use special reading glasses now, even though I have contacts and progressive lenses. And when I have my Kindle, I can just make the print bigger, of course. You know, it's no problem. And physical books take a little bit more effort, but it's worth it because it takes you to a whole new world where nothing else is going on and nothing is distracting you from just resetting your brain and feeling the magic and the joy and the pain and whatever else is going on in that world. And then when you come back to this world and you have to wash the dishes or think about your budget or whatever else it is you're doing, you can come back because you're refreshed and you're ready to look at your own world with new eyes without having been influenced by lots of ads and lots of distracting shiny things. You were just there. I know a lot of you swear by your physical books. What's your favorite one that you're reading right now? And if you haven't tried one recently, give it a go. You will not regret it. Number 5, set a stretch goal for savings. Now, some of you are hopping to your keyboards or you're starting to type on your phones already to tell me, I save money all the time. Of course you do. You're here on a Frugal Living channel. You're champion money savers. A+ with extra credit for all of you. I know you love to save money. I am thinking about something different. Set yourself a stretch goal. Set yourself what I call a nonsense goal for me. Something that seems absolutely ridiculous that I can't even think about how I'm going to make it happen. My stretch goal relates to my personal study of the Korean language, and my stretch goal is to put aside a little bit of money with every income that comes in to save up for a trip to Korea and to that part of the world generally, because I'd like to stay there for a little while once I get there. Can I plan this today? No. Can I buy my airplane tickets and rent an Airbnb? Absolutely not. Am I planning an itinerary yet? No, not even close. This is very much a stretch goal. It's a dream goal. But if I don't set aside even just a couple of dollars with every paycheck, I feel like it's just going to stay a dream. Whereas if I will put in just a little bit, as I'm starting to do, it means I'm thinking about it. So when more money comes available and I have to decide what to do with it, That's an option. And I want you to set a stretch goal like that too. What is it that's coming to mind that would be a stretch goal for you? Tell me down below and start putting away a few dollars or even a few cents in a jar that you're thinking, that's my going around the world on a yacht fund or whatever it's going to be. I want us to share our stretch goals and I want us to start saving for them. We're all in different places on our frugal living journey, and wherever you are on yours, I want you to know that I am so proud of you and you are not alone. Live frugally, change your life, and together we will change the world. I can't wait to see you again soon. Nos vemos pronto. Bye!